the Democratic Texas Congressman Henry Cuellar, who is calling for tougher measures at the border. His district, by the way, and Congressman, hello, nice to see you again. Welcome to the Hill here on NewsNation. I don't know if you saw the video, or our audience on SiriusXM clearly didn't see the video, but thousands of people at Eagle Pass, Texas, they're waiting, lined up. Your border, your district is just miles from that, right? And so I'm wondering, that there's a lot going on. Again, live look image here. What does President Biden need to do, Congressman?
Well, it's very simple. You got to have repercussions at the border. Keep in mind that under Secretary Jay Johnson, we didn't use Title 42. We used Title 8. But you got to know how to use Title 8. That is, you detain people, don't let them in, and then you deport people, and you show videos. All we do is see people coming in, but we don't see any messages of people or videos of people going back. You look, there's always been, Democrats talk about push factors. Republicans talk about the pull factors. Look, those push factors have been there for a long, long time. What's different now is the pull factor is that they feel that they can get to the border, go to New York, go somewhere else, then wait 4 or 5 years, maybe give a wrong address, like the IG report came out. And then 90% of them that do show up are going to be rejected because asylum law is very clear. You got to have state persecution based on 5 things: nationality, race, political, religion, and social class. If you don't fit on that, and most of those people are economic folks that are coming in, crime doesn't get you here. Looking for a job doesn't get you here. It's got to be one of those 5 categories. We're just not enforcing the laws that we have on the books now.
Congressman, again, your district is right down the road from this area. You are a Democrat. The president is a Democrat. Has he asked for your opinion recently about this?
Well, look, I have talked to him in the past, back in January when he went down to El Paso. I've been in contact with some of the negotiators on the Senate side. I've been in contact with...
Has he reached out to you since January? The only reason why I ask, Congressman, is because it seems like if anyone is positioned within your party to shoot the president straight, it would be you, sir. And so I wonder what that communication is like between you and him, because he hasn't been down there in quite some time.
Not since January. And again, I haven't talked to him since January on this issue. I haven't talked to him about that issue, but I have talked to the secretary and I've talked to the negotiators. And again, there's 2 things that we need to do. It's not only money, but where do you put the money? You got to put money for detentions that Democrats sometimes don't like to talk about, but you need money for detention. Then you need money for deportation, that some of my colleagues don't want to talk about deportation. But if you don't have monies in the right places like detention and deportations, and getting the Mexicans to do a lot more, then they're going to continue coming. It's a pull factor that we're seeing right now.
You know, the president is going to a border state tomorrow, to Wisconsin, a border state with, obviously, Canada. And he's going to Camp David this weekend. We continue to see those images. And I wonder, sir, if you think that he needs to get to Texas.
Well, again, he sets his calendar. Of course, I always welcome him down to the border anytime. Keep in mind, for a while, I'm smiling because for a while, most of the people coming in before this administration, a lot of the people were visa overstays, and Canada was the #1 violator. But now, in the last 3 years, we've seen 5.8 million encounters, and that doesn't even include the getaways.
Congressman, I got to run, but as a Democrat, is this hurting his campaign?
Absolutely.
How so?
Well, again, if you look poll after poll after poll, and of course, just in my district, my district's about 80% Hispanic, Democrats. And guess what? When I go to church or when I go to the store, what are people telling me? Henry, you gotta secure the border. We gotta do something. My father was born in Guerrero, Tamaulipas. He became a legal resident. He followed the legal pathway. And right now, we're just seeing too many people jump the line. And there's a resentment growing among Hispanics and Democrats because they followed the law. And now they were seeing people just jump the line and ended up in New York and other places.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.